Now I'm going to show you how you can make discounted and free voucher codes for your products so that you can start to give these codes out to different people in order to get more reviews. The way it works is people will get different claim codes, and then after they go to checkout, there's a section to enter in a promotional code. They just paste the voucher code that you gave them, and then their discount is automatically applied. Let's go over to Amazon and I'll show you how you can do that. Log in to sellercentral.amazon.com and then go over to advertising and then promotions. Once you do that, you're going to get over to this screen. I like to do a money off option. So the first thing I'm going to do here is click create on money off. And we need to create a new product selection so that we can get this particular mug that we're going to make a voucher for listed over here as one of the options. So I like to just go over to ASIN list, create product selection, and the ASIN list means that I'm going to go over to the mug that I'm wanting to make a discount for. I'm going to grab the ASIN number on it, which you just scroll down for each of your mugs, and then there's going to be everything is going to have an ASIN number that you just copy. Just pop that right over there in the box. Name it whatever the mug is called, and then you do the same thing for the internal description. If you want, you could really have whatever internal description you want, and then you hit submit. Then we go over to create promotion. We go to money off again. So buyer purchases at least this quantity of items. We're going to say 1. And then purchased item is going to be whatever the item is. So you just click for luckiest mug to boyfriend or whatever it happens to be for you. I like to do an amount off. So right now this mug is $14.95. So I'm going to say, let's say $9.95 off. And it applies to purchased items. I usually just skip the advanced options part. And for the start date, the promotions start 4 hours later than whenever the time is that you happen to be creating the promotion. And so you need to make sure that the time is always correct, otherwise you're going to get an error message. Right now it's 7:23 p.m. Eastern, which means it's 4:23 Pacific. I need to make it so that it's at least after 8:23 for the 4 hours after. I know, sorry, it's confusing. I'm in Eastern time zone, but 9 p.m. Pacific is going to work. And the end date, you can make it whatever you want. I like to make it a little bit longer, so I'll say July 1st over here. Now the internal description, I'm just going to label it exactly what I've said before. And I use the claim code thing, 1 redemption per customer. And I'm just doing it because this is the way that ANZ has you do it for when you're listing it, but you can play around with the options. Go over to 1 redemption per customer, unrestricted, uncheck detail page display text, and then hit review. And then you just double check that this is all correct. And then hit submit. And now it's created. So then to get the codes, you go back to view or modify your promotion, manage claim codes, name it whatever you want, and then put in however many codes you want to give out. So let's say I want to give out 100 codes for this. You just hit create, and then it's going to say in progress. If you just refresh that page, it's usually ready right away. You download, just open up the zip file, and you're going to get a whole bunch of different claim codes that you can give out to people to get a discounted version of your item. Now, if you want to add the item into AMZ Tracker, what you would do is go back over onto the Review Club, find the product. I just did a search for it over here, and then open it up. You don't even need to really write a description if you want. You can just say, just copy and paste the title. But I'm just going to copy that. Product group will say home and kitchen, and I am going to understand about protecting my inventory. I'm going to make the promotional dates the same as I set up in Amazon. The original price was $14.95. I gave a discount of $9.95, which makes it $5. This one happens to be fulfilled by Amazon, so we can leave it, but if it was fulfilled by the merchant, then I would just put in whatever the shipping price happens to be, and then people would know that they're going to end up paying the mug price plus the shipping price. Now we have that, we can go over to add vouchers. Here is where we take the vouchers that we've been given. We just select all, paste them right in there, and then we move over to notes. And for this, I'll just say, please leave, oh, we already did this, in review title. Okay, and then we hit save. And then that's it. Now people will be able to see your product within AMZ and opt to review it if they want to. Just give out those vouchers anytime you want someone to go through and use a discounted or free version of your product.